Some supporters of the recently retired Field Marshal el-Sisi celebrated his victory before the polls closed. But there isn't much to dance about in Egypt. It's divided and impoverished. And apart from imposing security, soldiers were at the polling stations, Sisi admits he doesn't have a political program yet. Abdul Fattah el-Sisi has been presented as a national hero, his right to power legitimized by a big yes vote. But the turnout was low. Some Sisi followers, sensing certain victory, might have stayed at home. But during the hurriedly arranged third day of voting, polling stations were still quiet oases here in Cairo, one of the world's noisiest cities. In a cafe opposite a polling station, Sisi supporters said that some people had been brainwashed not to vote in the mosques.
I voted for el-Sisi because we want a strong leader, and this country will not survive without a military man.
He said he didn't like backgammon much, but he played it to kill time as business was so bad. You can see Egypt's long-term economic problems by looking round Cairo. There just aren't enough jobs for a young and growing population. In the villages, the Muslim Brotherhood had strong support in the last election. So did their call for a boycott this time round.
This presidential election is not legitimate at all. How can I vote with those who have the blood of Egyptians on their hands?
If I wasn't a true believer who fasts and prays, I'd poison myself. God forbid. We are humiliated. I wish they'd just round us up and kill us all.
Back in Cairo, Tahrir Square is a roundabout again. In 2011, it was the centre of democratic hope. Nagy Kamel was one of the best-known organisers. In January this year, he was arrested.
During the interrogation by state security, I was attacked and beaten, stripped and tortured with electricity. They didn't stop.
Does it feel to you as if Egypt's going back to the time of Mubarak?
Yes, Mubarak's system is coming back, but I don't believe it ever went away.
Since Field Marshal el-Sisi led the coup which overthrew the Muslim Brotherhood last year, thousands of Islamist and secular activists have been detained. Human Rights Watch said today that repression has stripped this election of any meaning. Whoever runs Egypt, the economy is a fundamental problem. Poverty and corruption cause political instability, anger, and sometimes violence. But Egypt has changed. A cult of personality isn't enough. If President Sisi doesn't make their lives better, Egyptians will lose patience with him too. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News, Cairo.